Does God pray to God? Does God pray to God?
Did God pray to God?
Yeah, does God pray to God?
How can God?
Doesn't make sense. You're right. So here, Jesus went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, "Oh my Father, if it is possible, let this cup
You're
pass
reading
from me."
Matthew.
Yeah, I am
Just
Matthew.
before he died.
Okay.
Before he got on the cross.
Okay.
They were crucifying him.
Okay.
That's why he had to pray.
So, but he was
So
not. So
when
wait. So if he was God on earth, how can God pray to God?
Once again, beloved, I greet you and I welcome you to u.s.a Media. My name is Boche Stephen. You know for sure that on this show we present reasonable polemics against authentic historic Islam, and we create the awareness that indeed Jesus Christ descended purposely for man's salvation. Okay, if you want anything salvific, you cannot consult Islam or be get with me. You will have to come to Christianity. Okay, if it's about soteriology or studies in regards to salvation, you will have to cling to Christianity, because Jesus Christ was so bold in John 14 verse number 6 when he asserted, "I am the way and the truth and the life." You see, the Greek goes like "Eguimiha logas keiha," what is it? "Enakimiha logas keiha." No. "Eguimiha hadas keiha leseya keiha zoe." That is it. "Eguimiha hadas keiha leseya keiha zoe." I am the way, the truth, and the life. Okay, what Jesus Christ said over here is absolute. Okay, and he did something to affirm that indeed he was the way, the truth, and the life. Muhammad wasn't able to do this. Okay, even if you go to Surah Al-Fatiha, ayah 1 through 6, or some of the Quranic versions, you will get 7 ayahs or verses. Okay, the Quran goes like Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdinas siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim, ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. You see, real Magdubi alayhim walad Darlene. Allah should teach you or direct you or guide you to the straight path, and you are requesting from Allah, do not direct us to the path that has already been polluted by people. Okay, do not show us to the path that were destroyed, or do not direct us to the path of those that were not pleasant to you, but those that were pleasant to you. Okay, and we all know for sure that Muhammad is censured in the Quran. Okay, he's censured in the Quran. He was a sinner. There are several Quranic passages, most especially if you go to Surah Al-Muhammad, ayah 19, it is inscripted over there that Allah rebuked Muhammad to always seek for forgiveness of his sins, his previous sins, his present sins, and his future sins. So Allah really knew that Muhammad was actually going to be sinning in the future. He's never stopping to sin. So therefore he said he should plead for his future sins. Okay, he was given that pardon. It really means that he was no one to be compared with and to Jesus Christ. Okay, unlike Jesus Christ, Muhammad was a sinner. And even if you go to Quran chapter 46 verse number Quran chapter 46 verse number 9, the Quran actually says that kulma kuntu bida minal rasul. You see, Muhammad was told by Allah to tell his addressees or tell his compeers. He was to tell the Muslims, the Islamic Ummah, that he had nothing new to give them. Okay, there's nothing he was having the earlier prophets already didn't have. Okay, he wasn't a new prophet to come. And as well, Allah told him to tell his people that he never knew of the future. He never knew of what was going to happen to him in the future, and he doesn't know of what would happen to the Muslims. So you see, if you're a Muslim, you're operating on ambiguity. What you're doing basis on equivocation or something equivocal. Your practices and all that. You see, the Fajr, Zuhur, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, all these 5 daily prayers and all that, the Zakat, the Psalm, the Hajj and all that, all these bases on ambiguity. You don't know for sure of whether or not you are going to attain Jannah, or you're not going to attain Jannah, because there is nothing like that in Islam. Okay, there is nothing like that in Islam. Surah Al-Qasas ayat 28 tells you that Allah has already predestined you or predetermined you. Therefore, you don't know of whether you don't know of whether you're doing good or you're doing bad. If you do good, Allah has determined you to do that. If you're doing bad, Allah has determined you to do that. Therefore, if Allah would judge a person like you, that's exactly what makes judgment in Islam baseless and nonsensical and something that is very much illicit. Obligatory, because if you've predetermined me or predestined me, why do you then turn it around to judge me? Obligatory. Well, we actually taking a quick break and returning to this Muslim. Okay, most of the times Muslims will try to mock Christians. Okay, in this, they are so-called street quizzes. Okay, they will try to mock Christians. So henceforth, you're going to be meeting me at the on the walkway of tech. Or we get to meet tech station. We're going to be doing this same thing they're doing over there. You see, they were asking, does God pray to God? Can God pray to God? You're going to watch the video and it's actually going to blow your mind. You're going to see what's inscripted in the Quran. Okay, if there is anyone making folly anywhere, it's Allah, because Allah prays to God for the Prophet Muhammad according to the Quran. But Muslims try their possible best to play some mental gymnastics. Sometimes they will try to massage the Quranic verses so as to let you know that it isn't what you think it's said, but rather, if you know the Arabic very well, seriously, if you've been watching the programs of Christian Prince, Rob Christian, Sham Shamoun, David Wood, and all that, you would know that indeed these people tries to play some forgery. We taking a quick break and we're returning to this. You're welcome back, beloved. May God richly bless you for taking time to wait for us. You always hear from me about Skin Code Cosmetics. If you would want to control dark spots that are emerging on your skin, and also stretch marks, innocent epidemic, seriously, Skin Code Cosmetics has products that are very much effective and infectious, and they're actually going to help you to be able to reveal your skin to the world or to your husband, to anybody, so they can approach you very well. If you're a guy or you are a lady, seriously, whosoever you are, even if you are old lady and you would want to control your age, if you're having some stretch mark, some rashes in your skin, or if you're having some pimples in your face and all that, Skin Code Cosmetics has come for you. Wheresoever they are heading, seriously, they're going to be able to eradicate them for you. So contact the number that is emerging on your screen, and wheresoever you are, delivery services are available and they're going to deliver them at your doorstep. So quickly, let's go to this program and we return.
Does God pray to God? Does God pray to God?
Does God pray to God?
Yeah, does God pray to God?
How can God?
Doesn't make sense. You're right. So here, Jesus went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, "Oh my Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from
Matthew.
me." Yeah, I am Matthew.
Just before he died.
Okay.
Before he got on the cross.
Okay.
They were crucifying him.
Okay.
That's why he had to pray.
So, but he was not. So if he was God on earth, how can God pray to God?
So you see, the Muslim was actually interrogating. Okay, there is this form of apologetics. It is called evidential apologetics. Or we get to evidential apologetics. Sometimes when you're studying with somebody and you would want to know what they think, most especially when you come across relativists. Okay, some people are there is this field of studies called relativism. Or we get to me. There is that school of thought, relativism. Okay, people who are relativistic are always like, okay, take yours, let me take mine. Okay, that's your belief, this is my belief, and all that. So if you would want to know what they believe, sometimes you throw questions, you bombard them with questions, and they come out with whatever is in their mind. Okay, some people will not mind you, but people will be like, okay, this is what I believe, blah 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 blah, and all that. So you get to know where to start from in studying with them. I'll be get to me. Sometimes, like if you go out there for evangelism programs, sometimes if you approach people like this, it's going to help you a lot. Okay, you just give them the chance to express themselves, and you get to know their views and you tackle everything with them from that angle. Okay, so this Muslim tried to actually play with the mind of this Christian. I don't know if she's a Christian. He asked, can God pray? Does God pray to God? You get that? So they would want to rubbish the idea that Jesus Christ is God. Okay, so if indeed Jesus Christ is God and that's the belief of Christians, why do Jesus Christ then pray? Because in the Bible you come across places where Jesus Christ would pray to the Father. Most especially if you go to John 17 verse number 1, you get to know that Jesus Christ spoke of his relationship with the Father at the very outset, okay, before the foundation of the universe. And if you go to John chapter 17 verse number 6 through to 20, you get to know that Jesus Christ actually prayed, talking about the unity, okay, unity of between his contemporary, the apostles. I'll be get to him. So, and after from there, he also prayed that the ones that are going to hear the apostles out, most especially we, the 21st century Christians, going to go by the Bible, okay, that which was given by which was given by the Holy Spirit through the apostles. Okay, we did not see the apostles eye to eye, and we did not see Jesus Christ eye to eye, but rather we actually going to hear about Jesus Christ through what they produced, okay, or through what is inscripted in the Bible. Okay, Jesus Christ prayed for the unity to be within us. Okay, so when Jesus Christ did this, he prayed. Okay, so people will be like, okay, if he's God, why did he pray to God? You get that? So the question he was asking, Jesus Christ went farther, a little more farther, and he prayed. He said, Father, if it would be that this cup could bypass me, please let it be, let it bypass me if it could be, but if it cannot be, let your will be done. You get that? So Jesus Christ prayed over here. Therefore the Muslim is asking, Jesus Christ, if he was God, why didn't he pray to God? Meaning God doesn't pray because God is God and he is the uncaused cause of all creations, and nothing is superior to him, or no one is superior to him. He's suprema to everyone and everything. You get that? Because if you go to Genesis chapter 22 verse number 16, you get to know that God actually swore by his own name, his own self. He swore by his own character, because there's no one higher or suprema to him. Okay, so the Muslims ask these questions all because they would want to establish some weakness in your way of reasoning in regards to Jesus being deity or being God. You get that? So this is it. The woman said, no, God doesn't do that. And so they will end up like, okay, that's the reason we tell you Jesus Christ and God. But let me actually reason with you here. If you take the Quran, go to Surah Al-Ahzab, okay, ayah 56. That's Quran chapter 33, verse number 56. Okay, Quran chapter 33, verse 56. The Quran says, Allah prays. Okay, Allah prays. And UTI Dawa, I've ever run a program over here, and UTI Dawa ever said that if a God prays, then he is not God. You get that? If a God prays, then he is not God. Okay, so the Quran reads in Surah Al-Ahzab, ayah 56. Okay, they've downplayed the words that are actually saying that Allah prays. So I'll read the Arabic and I'll read the English, and I will explain to you from the Arabic point of view. I'll be getting to me. So the Quran says, Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuha lazina manu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. So this is how they've translated it. Okay, this is the English version. It says, God and his angels shower their blessings, which is a lie. God and his angels shower their blessings on the prophet. Oh believers, you should also send your blessings on him. It's a lie. And salute him with a worthy greeting. You know why it's a lie? Let me show you something, okay? Whenever you come across Salah, okay, Salah, the root word, okay, that's in Allah wa malaikatahu. In Allah wa malaikatahu. Surely Allah and his angels, malaika, that is angels in Arabic, okay? In Allah wa malaikatahu. Okay, Allah and his angels praise for, that is Yusalluna, praise for. You get that? Yusalluna Allah and Allah Nabi. Praise for the prophet. Yusalluna, okay? The basic word used over here is salah. Okay, the basic word in Yusalluna is salah. Salah. and ask Muslims, what's the meaning of salah? Salah means worship. Salah means prayer. And prayer is an act of worship. Okay, therefore Allah and his angels praise for the prophet. Okay, it isn't Allah and his angels shower their blessings. It is never true. It is never true. Okay, so has the angels any blessings? Has angels any what is it? Any private blessings they would want to send upon the Prophet Muhammad? No. So are the angels also equal to Allah? Are they equal with Allah? So if we should take it fancy how you've massaged the verse for the meaning to be fancy, when you're reading it, God and his angels shower their blessings. The moment you hear of their, it's talking about possession over here. It's a possessive pronoun over here. How we get to me? It's possessive. Their car, a car that belongs to them. They have equal rights to the car. Their daughter, the man and the woman has equal rights attached to the daughter. So the angels and Allah send their blessing, meaning the blessings belongs to both the angels and Allah. Therefore, the Quran, if we're taking it a jar like that, it would mean that the angels are also equal to Allah, and they are also created, great creators, just like Allah. I'll be getting the argument over here. So you see, they tried their possible best to make it look this way, so you wouldn't believe that Allah prays. But the actual Arabic term used over here suggests that Allah prays for the Prophet. Allah and the angels praise for the Prophet. Allah and the angels are both inferior to some deity. They pray to God for the Prophet. You get that? So surely God and his angels shower their blessings on the Prophet. Okay, I said this would make the angels also be equal to Allah, because it's talking about possession over here. The angels possesses some blessings and Allah possesses some blessings. So the angels are sending their possessive blessings and Allah is sending forth his possessive blessings on the Prophet. Therefore, the angels are equal to Allah. And if it doesn't mean, and I don't think you will understand it that way, you don't want it that way, then you will have to let the Arabic itself speak. Okay, the Arabic goes like Allah and his angels praise for the Prophet. So you see, the mockery these Muslims actually inserting over there is actually going to what is it? Going to splash him or to splash them themselves. I'll be getting with me. So if I continue. The English translation goes again like, "Oh believers, you should also send your blessings on him and salute him with a worthy greeting." This is also never true, because the Arabic goes like, "Ya ayyuhal lazina amanu salu." Ya ayyuhal lazina amanu salu. Salu. Okay, it's the same salah, talking about prayer. Okay, so the believers are also to pray for the Prophet. Even like the moment you mention Muhammad, Muslims will tell you this. They'll be like, you have to attach some respect to the name of Muhammad. The moment you mention Muhammad, you'll be like, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, let's disintegrate sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, that is may Allah's prayer. Salah. You get salah means prayer. May Allah's prayer and his blessings be up unto the Prophet. You get that? So sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, peace. Salah means peace. You get that? So may Allah's prayer and peace be upon the Prophet. So the Muslims are telling you that you should tell Allah, you should pray that Allah should pray for the Prophet. You get that? So if Muslims are mocking that Jesus Christ prayed, and therefore that doesn't make him God. This we see several of them in the Quran about Allah. Allah prays for the prophet, meaning he has to pray to a higher being for the prophet. But Jesus Christ, if you've ever been following our program over here, I've been telling you of the two natures of Jesus Christ. He came according to Hebrews chapter 2 verse number 14, and Colossians 2 verse number 14, and also John chapter 1 verse number 1 and verse 14, and also if you go to Colossians 1 verse number 15 and 16, and also Philippians 2 verse number 5 downwards, and First Peter chapter 2 verse number 20 downwards, 22 downwards, you get to know that Jesus Christ was God man living in the midst of men. Matthew chapter 1 verse number 23 also stipulates the same thing. He was God man living in the midst of men. Emmanuel, with us as God. So Jesus Christ had theandric nature. Okay, he lived a theandric life. He was 100% man, 100% God. So sometimes in the Bible you will come across where he cried, he ate. Sometimes he did this, he did that, and all those stuffs he did actually made him look like a man. Okay, that's exactly what's stipulated in Philippians 2 verse number 5. The Bible says all these made people see him to be a mere man. Okay, but sometimes in Matthew 14 verse number 25, you get to know Jesus Christ walked on the sea. You see, and this also ascribes or talks about his divine nature. Okay, sometimes he portrayed himself to be divine, and sometimes he portrayed himself to be a man. And if you don't understand very well the Bible series, that's exactly what you're going to say. You're going to be playing with words, fancy what the Muslims are doing, because most of them do not want to study well the Bible. And the Muslims that are actually keenly studying the Bible and following our programs very well are actually saying goodbye to Islam. We ended up here and we continue some other time. The mockery is actually worthless because the Muslim doesn't know what actually what's the nature of Jesus Christ. That's why he's arguing that way. And the woman is also, yes, perhaps doesn't know what actually Jesus Christ, what actually was the nature of Jesus Christ. That's written here. She wasn't able to defend herself. We ended up here and we continue some other time. Like the program, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to help in sharing the program to your loved ones and everybody. Bye bye.